Let you all open all your three eyes.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Nithyananda, Jnana Paddhati Manual, under the guidance of Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. Let's start with the Sadguru Vandanam. Nithyanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gaganasadusham Tattvamasyaadilakshya Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshi Bhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Let's go through the disclaimers. Security measures. No photography, video, audio recording. Important cautions. Please be aware of the important cautions. What is spa manifestation? Let's hear from Bhagavan himself explaining what is spa manifestation.
All the 25 states of consciousness, when they happen in you due to your chemicals and hormones ups and downs, it is powerlessness. When it happens in you out of your free will and consciousness, it is powerfulness. That's all. When you fall into sleep, it is powerlessness. When you enter into sleep, it is powerfulness. When you fall into dream, it is powerlessness. When you decide to dream, it is powerfulness. So I have added the ultimate powerfulness, Turiyatita, in your whole being and doing. Manifest all the powers. Understand, power manifestation is nothing but cognitive shift. It is not work. It is cognitive shift. Understand? It is just cognitive shift. It's not work. Work is a 4-letter word. Power manifestation is cognitive shift, playing with life, playing with being alive. Static matter, dynamic activity, strategic existence, all these three has no boundary. You are one with it. You are alive in everything. Everything listens to you. Everything decides as you want. Power manifestation is cognitive shift, raising your frequency, not work.
Now let's understand who is Paramashiva. Bhagavan himself has beautifully explained the Paramashiva in all of us.
Paramashiva does manifestation, maintenance, rejuvenation, pulling out of delusion and liberation. He resides in his supreme Paramashiva Swarupa as Ajomuha or Adhomuha, unborn, beyond form, formlessness. Is Paramashiva Swarupa. That Paramashiva Swarupa manifests with these 5 faces as Sadashiva, Tatpurusha, Vamadeva, Ahora, Satyojata, Ishana. 5 faces he manifests and does the Panchakritya, Srishti, manifestation, Sthiti, sustenance, Samhara, rejuvenation, Trobhava, pulling out of delusion, Anugraha, liberation. Understand? He does all these 5 jobs. Through these 5 phases. Now listen carefully. Tatpurusham, Vamadevam, Satyojatam, Ahoram, Ishanam. These 5 phases does Panchakrityas. Each phase, each dimension is not just one F-A-C-E phase, P-H-A-S-E phase. It's not just F-A-C-E, P-H-A-S-E. Understand? The creation, not just creation getting created, even sustenance need to be created. Destruction need to be created, and pulling out of delusion need to be created. Liberation need to be created. Then creation, manifestation need to be maintained. Maintenance, sthiti itself need to be maintained. Destruction, samhara, the rejuvenation need to be sustained, maintained when it is happening. Pulling out of delusion, Trobhava, need to be maintained when it is happening. And Anugraha, liberation, need to be maintained when it is happening. Those micromilliseconds when it is happening. So understand, Satyojata Murti as 5 phase, Ishana Murti as 5 phase, Vamadeva Murti as 5 phase, Agora Murti has 5 phase, Tatpurusha Murti has 5 phase. So, Tatpurusha Murti as is 5 phase, Agora Murti has is 5 phase, Vamadeva Murti has his 5 face. Satyojata Murti has his 5 face. Ishana Murti has his 5 face. All these 5 Murtis, 5 faces put together is 25 faces of Mahasadashiva.
Bhagavan beautifully explained Paramashiva. Now, who is His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam? Let's hear from Bhagavan himself. Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, is a reviver of Kailasha, the ancient enlightenment civilization, the great cosmic borderless nation. Is an avatar from and is a supreme pontiff of Hinduism. His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, has made science of our manifestation, yoga, temple-based university for humanity, Sovereign Order of Kailasha, led by His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, and Nithyananda Order of Monks, Nuns, Hindu diasporas are working for global peace to give superconscious breakthrough to humanity. Nithyananda Hindu University, world's largest with extended campus in 150 countries, is collecting, organizing, preserving, time-capsuling, decoding, spreading and reviving 20 million source books of Hinduism and 64 sacred arts, science like Ayurveda, music, dance, sculpting, astrology, Vastu, and many more. His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, is 293rd Guru Mahasannidhanam of Shamalapita Sarvanyapita, ancient apex body of Hinduism and present emperor of Suryavamsa Surangi Swamrajyam. His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, has survived the worst persecution of multiple assassination attempts on person and character by anti-Hindu elements. Beautifully, Bhagavan now explains who is His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam.
Everything is infinitely powerful. You realize your potentiality. You establish yourself in the completion, space of completion. You are God, that's all. All of us are gods. The first experience is that I was able to see everything around me, above me, the whole 360 degree. I realized not only I was able to see, I was able to feel, experience the skin of the stone on rock on which I was sitting and the skin of this body. Both carry me equally. In both I exist equally. Sangha is a place where the tattvas are taught to you, and till it becomes satya, you are supported. Akhadas are basically founded by Sadashiva himself. All is ganas, Shiva ganas. Exactly the word gana means. In your length, breadth, depth, if you are filled by Shiva, you are Shiva gana. All the Shiva ganas formed the first Akhada. Later on, much later, Kapila Muni organizes Mahanirvani Akhada. Then all other Akhadas. Mahamandaleshwar of Mahanirvani Akhada, the oldest apex body of Hinduism, I welcome every one of you. What I am teaching is from original Agamas Yogapada,
The science very clearly declares, Sadashiva is very clear, manifestation of these powers happen when you experience oneness with Sadashiva. When you choose your Guru, the best thing is find a person who is enlightened, experienced, who can play with energy, who can directly transmit experience to you, and who is in tune with the original Shastras, the source of the knowledge. All the revealed scriptures available about the yoga directly by Sadashiva for you to do research, study, practice, question the people who teach.
The science of power manifestation is a gift to the humanity which is authentic, time-tested, scientific and foolproof. Diksha, or the initiation from His Divine Holiness Nithyananda Paramashiva, makes the science directly an experience for the initiates. The experience is directly authenticated by the Pramanas. The Shastra Pramanas, the eternal, unchangeable truth revealed in the source scriptures, the Veda and Agamas. The Apta Pramanas, the experience of the Rishis, Munis, Ganas, Nayanamars, Alvars and Siddhars, who are the authority of Hinduism, who have scientists who time-tested and verified the science of power manifestation. The Atma Pramanas are the avatar who land on the planet Earth to give a superconscious breakthrough to humanity. His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashiva, this millennium's avatar, personal experience of power manifestation. Shakti Pramanas, or the experience of the millions of disciples, devotees and followers initiated into the science of power manifestation by Bhagavan himself. Pratyaksha Pramanas, or the scientific studies which can be measuring the effect of being in the enlightened state. Powerful cognition from Bhagavad Gita decoded. Now let's go to the satsang where Bhagavan is giving us powerful cognition from Bhagavad Gita.
Experiencing the whole thing as you are, and just you feel the whole thing is you. That is what? The cosmic consciousness. What Krishna calls us? Cosmic consciousness. I felt the whole thing was living. How? You see, how you feel this body is living. How you feel your hands are living. When somebody touches, when somebody hurts, you know it hurts. And how you feel it is living. Because you feel this is living, you are able to handle it. And you feel if anything is done to this. Same way, I just felt the whole thing is living. I could clearly experience the whole thing is living. Just like this body is alive. That is what? Expanding your body consciousness to the universal consciousness. What you feel with your body, feeling the same thing with the whole universe is what I call cosmic experience. How you feel with your body, same way feeling with the whole universe. The problem is, even with our body we don't feel alive. That's the problem. Even with our body we don't feel alive. All we need to do is feeling the same way with the universe, how you feel with the body. That experience only Krishna gives to Arjuna. Same way as I got frightened. First time when I had that experience, Arjuna also gets frightened. He is also totally shaken. Of course, you need a living master at that moment to guide and help. People ask me, who was with you, Swamiji, to take care, to guide you, to help you? And I always tell them, Arunachala. Arunachala is the living master. How?
When you see, for an immature baby, you need an incubator. The premature baby, not immature. Immature baby, we are all immature babies. Premature baby. Premature baby. For premature baby to survive, you need to put that baby in the incubator. Incubator will supply everything for the baby to grow. Same way, for a person to become enlightened, Arunachala is incubator. Arunachala is the incubator. Just being there is enough. It just takes care. The energy takes care. Here Krishna says, let me give you the third eye. Let you see and experience the universal consciousness. Now, after this sloka, this is a beautiful thing which we need to understand. After this sloka, neither Arjuna is speaking nor Krishna is speaking. Suddenly Sanjaya is speaking. After the first chapter, Sanjaya has totally disappeared. Of course, Sanjaya is only describing the whole thing to Dhritarashtra, that's different. In the whole Gita, after the first chapter, you will not hear a single sloka from Sanjaya. Here suddenly Sanjaya is speaking. It is beautiful. Symbolic representation. Neither Arjuna is able to speak because he is in the experience, nor Krishna is speaking because his voice is beyond audibility. He has gone beyond the audibility. His voice can't be heard by us. He has gone beyond the audibility. The frequency is totally different. Universal consciousness. Cosmic frequency. If he says something you can't hear with your ordinary eyes, with your ordinary ears, and Arjuna also can't speak because he is in that ecstasy. He also lost himself. That's why now Sanjaya speaks. Sanjaya uvacha Yeva mukpa tado rajan mahayogeshwaro harihi darshayamasa bhartaya paramam rupamaishwaram. Sanjaya says, O king, having spoken thus, the Supreme Lord of all mystic power, the personality of God at Bhavan, displayed, opened, is cosmic form, universal consciousness to Arjuna. Aneka vakranayanam, aneka adbhuta darshanam, aneka divyabaranam, divyanegotyadayutam, divyamalyam baradaram, divyagandanulepanam, sarvascharyamayam devam, anantam vishvato mukam. Arjuna saw in that universal form unlimited number of mouths, unlimited eyes, unlimited wonderful visions. The form was decorated with many celestial ornaments and bore many divine appraised weapons. He wore celestial garlands and garments, and many divine scents were smeared all over his body. All was wondrous, brilliant, unlimited, all expanding. Ramakrishna says, when I experienced the universal form, cosmic consciousness, I am not able to pluck even a single flower from any tree, because I felt all the trees are garlands offered on the Bharat Purusha, offered to the God. All these trees are garlands by themselves on God. How can I take any flower from his garland? Here they say, so many ways, unlimited number of mouths, unlimited number of eyes, means Krishna has given the universal form, shown the universal form, given the universal conscious experience to Arjuna. Now Arjuna sees complete this 360 and this 360. He is seeing the whole universe and all the people who are in that battlefield. He sees everybody inside Krishna. Means he sees everybody as universal consciousness. He sees the whole as his own being. He sees complete this side 360 degree and this side 360 degree. Not only he sees, he feels it is he. He feels one with that.
Such a powerful cognition. He just feels everybody and one with that. Let's go to the Shastra Pramana for power of levitation.
Is taken from the Jnana Bhairava Tantra, Sutra 82, Dharana 57. Asane shayane stitva niradharam vibhavayan swadeham manaksikshine shanadakshina sayo bhavet asane shayane stitva niradharam vibhavayan swadeham manaksikshine shanadakshina sayo bhavet.
Vijnana Bhairava Tantra, Sutra 84, Dharana 57. Bhagavan Paramashiva says, being situated on a comfortable seat on a bed, firmly cognize that your own body is without any support or base from anywhere. It is resting on nothing by holding this cognition. When the mind becomes worn away and thoughtlessness arises, then in the instant, one becomes weightlessness and experience the space beyond the mind, the space of Paramashiva. Beautifully, how Bhagavan says that Arjuna was in the oneness with Krishna. Krishna is giving the Vishwarupa Darshana and he sees everything in Krishna. The people, the objects, everything that can be seen, can be perceived as Krishna. And Krishna is in the ultimate space of giving the Vishwarupa Darshan for Arjuna to understand that already everything is happening in Krishna and he is the creator and he is the manifester, he is the regenerator and he is the pulling out of delusion and liberator. When Arjuna saw it in real, the whole cognition shift happens. As long as we just hear any logical understanding, it is only one understanding, like you getting married. Only if you're married, you know the whole cognition shift happens. Like that, till then, Arjuna was only in the space of understanding, not experiencing. Now he is experiencing what is the oneness space, what is the space of that creator, what is that divine in us, is everything that exists in everybody and everyone. The experience is completely different from our understanding. What we cognize is only the basic when we understand, but when we experience something, it is mind-boggling how much of detail we'll be able to grasp and what dimension it takes us and shift the cognition in us to experience the ultimate. How Bhagavan said when he had that experience of 360, he was feeling everything as him for eating and walking and everything looked completely different. Only when you experience the ultimate, then you will understand how it is completely different from what people are talking to what the experience itself. The beauty about the whole science is only when you experience the science, you will even understand what it is. They used to say, how if you're dead, only when you get up from the dead, you'll know, you'll understand what is death. that extent, how the complete shift of Arjuna, how he was with the powerless cognition, and now he doesn't even remember of what it was, and just mesmerized, just immersed, just in oneness, Shaktipada with Krishna, that he has forgotten anything else that exists other than Krishna. Those are the moments when you experience the ultimate during the darshan, during the initiations of Bhagwan. Your whole space shifts, but forgetting it again and again is the very deep sorrow part that we have to make ourselves understand. These are the cherished moment which is going to take us to the ultimate. Bhagwan said so beautifully that one experience that I had in 12 years, 9 years I had to do Parivirajika to make that experience into my reality. That one experience into my reality. The earning, the seeking, the whole essence of what you experienced as your deep cognition, and that experience you want it to be eternal. That is seeking, and such a beautiful, powerful cognition of seeking, oneness, Shaktipada, and cognition versus understanding something. All these powerful cognition to make us understand that thoughts are not required for to run our life. Only thing we need to understand is the divine space is what is required to run our life. How so beautifully again and again the divine space is the only thing. Paramashiva, who you are is Paramashiva, and it is not also Paramashiva but only Paramashiva that you declare and start living. That space is the only requirement here, he says, to manifest the highest reality and manifest all the powers of Paramashiva. Now let's go to the Apta Pramana. Apta Pramanas are the authorities of Hinduism who have manifested all these powers and time tested and verified all the signs of power manifestation. Here, this is from Siddha Siddhantapatihi. Puran was born to the queen Ichira, the first wife of Raja Salban. Upon the suggestion of astrologer, Puran was sent away from the king for 12 years of his life. It was said that the king could not see the face of his son. While Puran was away, the king married a young girl named Luna, and who came from the low caste family. After 12 years of isolation, Puran returned to the royal palace. There, Luna became romantically attracted towards Puran, who was the same age. Being a stepmom of Luna, Puran disapproved of her advances. A hurt Luna accused Puran of violating her honor. Puran was ordered to be amputated and killed. The soldiers cut off his hand and legs and threw him in the well in the forest. One day, Guru Gorakhnath were passing by with his followers and heard a voice from the well. He took him out using his single thread, an unbaked earthen pot. He was later adopted by Baba Gorakhnath. After 12 years of Puran got back his limbs and became a yogi with who could levitate. The stories and again and again reminds us that how in real how people lived and how the tapas of each of the soul manifested all the powers of Paramashiva. So beautiful. When we'll go to Atma Pramana. Atma Pramanas are the Leelas of Bhagwan.
No scientists were speaking about poles shifting, magnetic waves, and gravity going up and down. Till 2015, gravity was a permanent, established, definite unit force. We have enough of video evidence. In 2012 itself I said it is not. Gravity goes up and down. Now in 2015, scientists have confirmed what I said. Gravity is not permanent, unchangeable power or force. Please understand, when the cosmic magnetic waves have a different influence on the planet Earth and the gravity goes up or down, it directly affects your everyday thinking, your everyday action, because your patterns, you carry two levels of patterns. Patterns related to your actions. When you wake up, how you wake up, how you drink your cup of coffee, how you run to the restroom, how you take bath, how you eat, what you like, what you don't like. Your all day-to-day actions. The action-based patterns are muscle memory. Those patterns are recorded in your muscles, so it is called muscle memory. And your cognition-based patterns. Listen, second is your cognition-based patterns. What you feel as you, what you feel about you, how you cognize you, your cognition-based patterns. Morning, how you cognize you. After a cup of coffee, how you cognize you. Evening, how you cognize you. When hormonal pressure is there on your body, how you cognize you. When the hormones are released, how you cognize you. When there is a fear, shivering, how you cognize you. When there is a success, support, how you cognize you. Your cognition-based patterns, they stay in your biology, in the core of you. That is why they are called biomemory, because they are very close to the life, God particle in you. Muscle memory, one layer pattern, all the patterns related to actions. Biomemory, layer of pattern, all the patterns related to your cognition. Third is bioenergy, the God particle in you. When the gravity goes up or down, it directly affects your muscle memory and biomemory, because your muscle memory and biomemory is matter. They are not conscious. Matter means they do, and they are also under the influence of gravity. Please understand, they may be micromilligram. Your depression has weight over you. It weighs you down. That is why when your body levitates, you are completely out of depression. Understand? Levitation is not just to fly or jump. By levitation, you are not going to reach New York from here. You are not going to go to Germany from here. The purpose of levitation is not flying to different place or space or country, but by the time your body levitates, whatever weighs you down is kicked out of you. Whether it is micromilligram or micromilligram, your depression as a weight, because it is a pattern. Patterns are only matter, and matter as a weight. It has a mass and weight. Please listen. Even a slight magnetic wave change on the planet Earth, a slight change in the gravitation force can suddenly make so much of free space in you. If you know how to handle the free space in you, you will just fall into the unclutching, enlightenment, meditation. Your biomemory and muscle memory will become pure. You will just radiate complete completion. But if you don't know how to handle that vacuum, that emptiness inside, you will fall into loneliness, more depression, more suffering, more emptiness, and more feeling unknown with the life.
So beautiful, the Atma Pramana that Bhagavan explained. Now the Shakti Pramanas, the millions of disciple devotees all over the world initiated by Bhagavan are sharing their experience of the weight, how they are reducing the weight of the ring here. So here Bhagavan is saying the manifesting the power of levitation, Shakti to levitate a silver coin from a palm raises above 2 centimeters, or with a group, levitating is above. Setting up things for lifting a silver coin. A Jnana camera with a timestamp. Take few minutes to set up the camera, download the timestamp app, click on the video, ensure the timestamp is shown on the screen vividly and clearly. Make sure the camera is facing you. It's a bright place and you're seen very clearly and the spiritual products are seen very clearly. And these are very special moments. Don't miss to record these moments. Guidelines to start manifesting the powers. Turn on the video recording. Apply the Jnananjan in your third eye. Bring your awareness to your third eye. Place the silver coin on your palm. 5 people can sit around a little further so that they don't touch or disturb the coin. Place the palm very flat, not in the tilted way, so that it's very stable and flat. No movement in the palm. Do not touch the silver coin during the power manifestation. Through the third eye, start manifesting the powers. First do it with a group of 5 and then do it individually. If the coin lifts off 2 centimeters above your palm, you have started manifesting the powers. If you feel the heat, vibration, the coin is moving side by side, excellent, you have started to manifest. Please start celebrating the manifestation. You will soon be manifesting all the powers of Paramashiva. Verify authentically that there is no malpractice in the power manifestation and share that video with powerful cognition to your friends and families and others. Listen to others' experience of manifesting these powers. Power manifestation instructions. Let's sit straight, the head, neck, and back in a straight line, so that beautifully the Kundalini energy raises to the Agnya where the manifestation happens. Usually our awareness is on Muladhara, Swadhisthana and Manipuraha, where navel center, your below navel center. Here, bringing the awareness to your third eye and sitting straight will give us amazing possibility of power manifestation. Now let's understand few words that Bhagavan is repeatedly using. Shakti Pada, oneness, be unclutched, initiation. So here first we will see in Bhagavan's words what is Shakti Pada.
Let me give an introduction about what is Shakti Pada process. Please understand.
You would have seen or heard about how the chicken sits on the egg and hatches. Of course, in the modern countries, this does not happen. Machine sits on the egg and or egg sits on the machine. In those days, originally when hens and chicken were getting produced on the planet Earth, the hen used to sit on the chicken and hen used to sit on the egg and the chicken will come out of the egg. See, same way, Sadashiva sitting means the ultimate cosmic energy sitting on the individual soul and making the individual soul into cosmic energy is Shaktipada. Hen sitting on the egg and making the chicken happen, same way. You may think, how come, what is going on here? That hen is only sitting just by the body heat of the hen, the egg is becoming chicken. Because no surgery is done and nothing goes inside. It's only sitting. Same way, it is just sitting. It's only the presence, the Shaktipada makes the individual soul into cosmic soul.
Beautifully, Bhagavan explained Shaktipada, how individual soul becomes cosmic soul. And let's listen to initiation.
You see, let me explain the initiation. Initiation is the process beyond your intellectual understanding. The transmission of lamp happens. Now, you understood something intellectually. There is something which is not understood, which can't be transmitted through the words. That is transmitted. That's what we call initiation. Sometimes I tell people that unless you are initiated, the techniques do not create the result. The reason is you do not grasp completely whatever is expressed through words. Initiation is like it just transmits whatever need to be transmitted beyond logic and beyond words. People ask me, why to wear this bracelet or this mala and all those things. This all will remind you. Why bracelet in the hand? It will remind you, before eating, did you meditate? It's a constant reminder. Before eating, let you be reminded, did you do the meditation? That is why this bracelet. That is why this mala. That is why this external things. Sometimes these external things does a big job of reminding you constantly. That is why take the help of external things also, nothing wrong. People ask me, why we can just be spiritual without having external things? If you can, really you are welcome. But I don't think anybody who speaks in that way is successful. I've never seen people becoming successful avoiding the external things, just having internal things. And it is just a nice way of escaping from yourself.
Beautifully, Bhagavan explained initiation. Let's listen to be unclutched. What is to be unclutched?
The thoughts, every thought is independent, illogical, unconnected, and unclutched. Because the gap between two thoughts is too small. The neutral space between the two thoughts is too small. You think all the thoughts are connected and it is in the shape form. It is not. By your very nature, every thought is independent, illogical, unconnected and unclutched. Between every thought, you experience a neutral space. When you change the gear, whether you go from neutral to 1 or 1 to 2 or 2 to 3 or 3 to 4 or 4 to whatever gears you may change, but every time you have to come to the neutral space. Only then you can go to the next gear. Even if you want to go from 2 to 3, you have to come to the neutral space. Only then you can go to 3. Same way, between every thought, you experience a neutral space. You experience a neutral space between every thought. Between every thought. That neutral space, that silence is what I call peace or bliss. The peace which exists, the bliss which exists already in you, between every thought, the gap of the thought, the gap between the thoughts, that neutral space is the peace, is the bliss. When you understand you are unconnected, independent, illogical, and unclutched by your very nature, you will start experiencing the neutral space in you, neutral space which exists in you. You will start living from moment to moment in spontaneity. We need to understand one more thing. This technique of being unclutched, it does miracles in your being. In the body level, or in the mental level, or in the being level. In every level, when you understand the truth, by your very nature, you are unclutched. The tremendous quantum transformation. You take a quantum jump. The transformation happens in quantum, not step by step. Just one jump. You take a quantum jump and experience the truth awakening in you.
The oneness space is the most beautiful space that Bhagavan himself is explaining how we are ferocious. Beyond the tiredness and boredom, we can experience the space of oneness and be unclutched.
Oneness is not imagination. Oneness is not visualization. Oneness is not even just declaration. It is your existence. An idea which is you is oneness. The idea which has become part of your very space, which does not tire you or bore you by the passage of the time, is oneness. Mahadeva says in the Agama, Sadashiva beautifully explains in the Agama, Kala, Yama cannot tire you or bring boredom to you if something becomes your space. Devi achieved the blissful state and union with Mahadeva on Shivaratri day because her space became oneness. Anything which brings tiredness or boredom has not yet become your space. If living in this body brings you tiredness and boredom, you are not going to be living in this body forever. When that becomes too much, you are going to drop it and move ahead. If you want to be in oneness forever, it should become part of your space, means you should become ferocious with you and break this very tiredness and boredom. Only when you deal you with the ferociousness, you break the tiredness and boredom. With that ferociousness, you need to make oneness as your space. Anything stands as an imagination in the length level, visualization in the breadth level, declaration in the depth level. If you open your time with ferociousness, it just sinks into space level. With this ferociousness, the time layer in you opens, and the oneness from imagination to visualization to declaration, it becomes your space, the way of existence.
The most important, Bhagavan says, being unclutched, understanding the Shakti Pada, the oneness space, and chanting the Mahavakya. The Mahavakya, the power of the Mahavakya pushes you into the higher states of consciousness. Here Bhagavan himself explains how we can experience the Shakti Pada, raised higher consciousness through Mahavakya.
It's one of the very important revelation by Sadashiva. All the electronic equipments work when the electrons are made to vibrate. That happens by the light. When the electricity is supplied, the light particle vibrates, the electronic equipment starts working. Just like that, the spiritual power and the umbilical cord connection, spiritual umbilical cord connection between you and me, it works with sound particle. For example, my integrity with the cosmos, Sadashiva, Mahasadashiva, it reverberates in certain level of frequency. When you are integrated to me, you also start reverberating in the same frequency. If your integrity goes down, that is when you start connecting with me only as a manager or this organization head or your Purvashram father, mother. Your connection with me goes down to the lower level if the integrity gets reduced. I was wondering, what is the way we can bring people to the higher integrity immediately and the feeling connection, so they start manifesting the powers, they start staying in the space of Sadashivatva. Sadashiva revealed a beautiful sound. I can tell you, this is like a password. At any point, if you are not able to bring yourself to oneness, you are a little shaken, disturbed, or for some reason, you are not able to bring yourself to oneness. This is like a password. You type, whether your mind feels connected or not, the energy will start flowing in you beyond the depth dimension. You see, all mind oscillation, restlessness, all mental idea based feeling connected or not feeling connected is only length, breadth, depth level, not in the space level. But this sound will straight infuse energy from the space level. Like for example, if the power goes off, automatically the generator will get switched on and the power supply will be going on. So end result will not be lost. Whether government power supply or the generator power supply, end result will not be stopped. So whenever you feel little that oneness is, you are not catching it, just feed this password. Immediately the oneness will open up and you will start manifesting the powers, energy, and the whole space will shift. It is directly from Sadashiva. It's a beautiful sound. I don't even want to say it's a mantra. It is not even a mantra because there is no meaning in it. You can't derive a meaning for it. It just flashed like a password for all the initiations I am giving. One single password for all the initiations I am giving. And the initiations I gave, I am giving, I will be giving for all that. This is like one password. Don't even repeat like a mantra. Just feed like a password and it will just open up. Your whole being will open up. Listen carefully. It starts with the vibration Om. Listen and then repeat. Om. Very deep. Om. Nithyananda. Nithyananda. Maha Sadashivoham.
So Bhagavan gave beautiful explanation of how you can be in Shakti Pada. Visualize Paramashiva who has come down as Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam from Kailasha. Remembering Paramashiva in your third eye, again and again, bringing your awareness to your third eye simply makes you manifest powers. Absolute unclutching. How Bhagavan said, the neutral zone, nothing ever touches the screen. Like same way, the movie does not touch the screen, whether it is happening in ferocious or any soft, beautiful, nothing touches the screen. Be unclutched like the screen. And to experience the state of Paramashiva, your inner space being completely unclutched. Complete completion to experience the space of Paramashiva. Inside us, the complete completion happens when we are in tune with Paramashiva. That everything is redundant and irrelevant. The essence of completion is irrelevant. Nothing matters in your life because everything is complete completion. Oneness with Paramashiva. How Bhagavan said, in ferocious breaking the boredom and tiredness, just being in the space of oneness with Paramashiva to manifest the powers of Paramashiva. Tyaga as Paramashiva is your only strength, now declaring complete integrity with Bhagavan to experience the being of Paramashiva. How Bhagavan said, chanting the Mahavakya raises your frequency and that is your only strength to manifest any reality. Being in this beautiful space of Paramashiva, you can experience such a beautiful space, state, powers, and becoming the being of Paramashiva, manifesting whatever you want. Now, you will be manifesting the powers, watching the oneness capsule, and chanting the Mahavakya, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. We'll be playing the Mahavakya and the oneness capsule for you to manifest powers. At end of the Mahavakya, you can start with the verification and sharing and causing. Thank you.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vani open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vani open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. 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 Om Nithyananda
Paramashivam. Nithyananda Paramashivam. Nithyananda Paramashivam. Nithyananda Paramashivam. Nithyananda Paramashivam. Nithyananda Paramashivam. Nithyananda Paramashivam. Nithyananda Paramashivam. Nithyananda Paramashivam. Nithyananda Paramashivam. Nithyananda Paramashivam. Nithyananda Paramashivam. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up. Nithyananda Paramashivam. Nithyananda Paramashivam. Nithyananda Paramashivam. Nithyananda Paramashivam. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. 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 Paramashivam. Nithyananda Paramashivam. Nithyananda Paramashivam. Nithyananda Paramashivam. Nithyananda Paramashivam. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. 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 Om Nithyananda
Paramashivoham. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vani open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. 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 Om Nithyananda Paramashivam.
Verification process for lifting the silver coin on your palm. Verify no video editing and Shakti Avishkarana power manifestation video, no stopping and restarting the process during the power manifestation on the recording. All videos are verified with a timestamp. If the body moves up and down, please settle down. Do not use any logical ways to lift the silver coin on your palm or some external ways to move the coin on the palm. Make sure the surface is very flat and the hand is not tilted, that the object which you're placing is not in a slant position. If the silver coin on the palm is flying in the air for 2 centimeters above your palm, then you're manifesting the power. You should be able to move your hand freely above and below and show them that there is no strings attached. Authentically, only the silver coin should move by 2 centimeters above and not try to vibrate or do some hand trick to get the power manifestation done. Thank you for manifesting this power. We are at the end of the power manifestation, but most important part of the power manifestation. Here, we are going to share all that you have manifested with the social media groups. Here we have Sri Kailasha Kotyar manifesting power groups. Thousands of people are part of that. And you can share there and you can post your powerful cognition and the videos. The link is tinyurl.com/power manifestation. It is at the left corner of the page. You can click on it and you can post your beautiful experience in the power manifestation group. Why sharing and causing is very important part of power manifestation. Bhagavan beautifully explains that sharing is pulling us out of delusion and causing is liberating us. We are the ones who need to start experiencing the higher states of reality, how we need to exist. Beautifully, Bhagavan explains when you are sharing with others the ultimate beautiful multidimensional logic, your brain rewires into the higher space of consciousness, the Turyatita state. Again and again, when you experience even a little bit, you share with the world, your experience becomes reality. Same thing when you cause others to come and get initiated for higher reality, you are caused into the higher purpose, the ultimate reality. Bhagavan says extreme causing, extreme power manifestation is extreme causing. So beautifully he explains how our strength is declared on Paramashiva. The power manifestation happens exactly in tune to that. And sharing with the world, continuously reiterating ourselves the experience that we had from the powerful cognition and manifesting the space of Paramashiva, the state of Paramashiva, the beings of Paramashiva, we become Paramashiva. Go on sharing and causing, which is the most important part of how you have experienced your reality. When you go to a temple, we pray and we see that beautiful experience happen in us, and then share with the world that how amazing the temple experience has manifested as your reality. Same way, when you manifest powers, when you share with the world, it becomes more and more the depth cognition of you, and you will be experiencing more powers. Even if you're manifested very small, it does not matter the quantity. Bhagavan says the quality is important. If it is authentic, please go ahead and share with the world. Do not doubt, have self-doubt, self-denial, self-hatred come and block anything. Experience the ultimate in deep seeking and gratitude. Bhagavan manifest in you with a deep prayer, that asking Bhagavan to make this reality as your existential reality. With that, let's end with the Purna Mantra, thanking Bhagavan for all these great experience. We have come to the end of the Power Manifestation course, and we end with the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purna Purnamadashyate Purnasya Purnamataya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhagavate Sri Nithyananda Paramashiva Padaka Arpanamastu. Om Nithyanandam. Thank you for participating in the Jnana Paddhati, Nithyananda Jnana Paddhati course. Please go ahead and select more power manifestation and every day experience the ultimate reality for yourself. Nithyananda.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham